In my opinion, one of the things that gets overhyped in Medicare is the penalties. And I just worked with someone today. She's 66 years old, so she turned 65 a year ago. So one of the things that you have to be careful about when you're starting Medicare after the age of 65 is that you have to prove that you had creditable coverage. This means that the coverage that you had through your work or through your spouse's work was at least as good as what Medicare offers. And so if you have this and you can prove it, then you're going to be just fine. You don't have any penalties to worry about. There are generally a couple forms that you'll need to show that you had creditable coverage. One of them is a Social Security form or CMS form. It's called CMS L564. And it's something that you sign off on and your employer signs off on to show that you had creditable coverage since you turned 65. If you had a few different employers since turning 65, let's say you're 69, 70 years old and you've had a few different employers, you might need a couple different L564 forms to get filled out, one for each employer that you worked for since turning 65. Now, if you can't prove that you had creditable coverage, then you do run the risk of having a Medicare penalty. So for Medicare Part B, for example, that's the stiffest penalty that people would be at risk for. And that penalty adds 10% to your Medicare Part B premium for each 12-month period that you missed after turning 65, where you didn't sign up for Medicare and you did not have any other creditable health insurance coverage. So if you did have that coverage because you worked or your spouse worked past the age of 65, then you'll be just fine. You need that L564 form to be filled out. So do recommend talking with Social Security about this, and then also if you have a insurance agent or broker who specializes in Medicare, they can help make sure that you're on track.